Hello, hello. Can everyone hear me? How's everyone doing tonight? Let me know if the microphone sounds okay, because it seems to be peaking. But it seems okay, actually. Let me know if the desktop audio is okay as well, or the game audio, rather. We can hear you. Good to know. Oop, someone cracked out a slide whistle there. Oh, we got new people in the chat. Hello, who's that? Who have we got anyway? We've got Kermit Head, as always. Good to see you. Someday Writer Nick. Epic. Bleeding Blind. And Petite Wallaby, who I think is a new person around here, which is good to know. And Poison Dreamer, hello. Alazia's here. Excellent. Everyone's showing up. It's going well. Got a pretty good complement of people tonight, so it's good to see. It's good to see. Tonight, I'm going to be playing some Dead Space, because Dead Space is a series that I actually truly love. The Dead Space series. And in fact, let me just switch to the game. If it works, yes, it does. Excellent. I truly love the Dead Space series. 3 is contentious, to say the least. But we're not talking about 3, we're talking about Dead Space. And it's one of the only games where I've actually gone out of my way to seek more information about. I've read one of the novels. I read Dead Space Martyr, and I genuinely recommend it because it is a fantastic novel. And I know quite a bit of the Dead Space lore. This is going to be one of those streams where I actually know what the fuck I'm talking about for once. At least I like to think so. So we shall see. I think I did play the Wii spin-off briefly. It was just a meh, nothing special. You're welcome, Petite Wallaby. It's nice to have new people on stream. So yeah, anyway, we're going to get started. Hopefully it'll work. Because this is a very old game in comparison. I think I rock medium. Very, what's the word? Reminiscent of things like Event Horizon, which I believe is quite deliberate. There's a lot of things. Event Horizon, Alien, what's another sci-fi horror kind of thing. Basically, they drew upon that. And let us have a moment's silence for Visceral Games. Oh. Of course, Electronic Arts broke the moment of silence. Because they swallowed them up, like the Galactus of video games as they are. Ah, poor Visceral. Primary mission assets. Isaac Clarke. Not the cleverest of names. Based on Isaac Asimov and... I can't remember the other guy's name. Something... Arthur C. Clarke. Of course.
Isaac, it's me. I wish I could talk to you. I'm sorry. I'm sorry about
Do let me know
everything.
if the volume's okay.
I wish I could just talk to someone.
I will endeavour to look up subtitles in a second.
What's happening? It's strange. Such a little thing.
How many times you watched that thing? Guess you really miss her. Don't worry, we're almost there. You'll be able to look her up once we're on board. Sounds like you do have a lot of catching up to do.
Very shaky.
All right, everyone, we're here.
Okay, it's
Sinking
looking
our orbit
good.
now.
Ooh,
All this
looking
trouble over that
nice.
chunk of rock.
Deep space mining is a lucrative business, Ms. Daniels. Aegis 7 is a gold mine according to prospectors' reports. Cobalt,
Aegis 7.
silicon,
A
osmium.
name you hear quite a lot in the Dead Space series.
Now, where is she? There she is. We have visual contact.
Yes, the
So that's Ishimura.
other guy's
Impressive.
voice actor
The
is very
USG Ishimura.
well known in movies.
Biggest
I can't remember his
planet
name,
record in their class.
unfortunately, but
And it looks like
I mean,
they're living off
his
the corp.
character model is based off the actor, and anyone can
Why
recognize
is it
him.
all dark? I don't see any
And
running
more than
lights.
likely, you've seen him in things.
Corporal, take us in closer and hail them. And stay
Yeah,
clear that
the
you'll
game
be
still
okay
looks
here to fix
really,
their
really
ship,
good.
not the other way around.
Considering it's like, what? At
USG
least 10
Ishimura.
years
This is the
old?
emergency
Something like that?
room
Something
team of
crazy like
USG
that?
Killian responding to your
I'm
distress
pretty
call.
sure it's at least 10
Come in,
years old.
Ishimura.
And it still looks absolutely gorgeous.
You're gonna need to boost the signal if their power's low.
Yes, we know. Boost the signal. More.
No, we'll be
Never
getting
heard of
spider
a total
babies in this one.
communications blackout on one of these things. You'd think
This is
with
when
1,000 people on board,
Visceral and
someone would
EA
pick up
had
the phone.
balls. Not really saying about
What is that?
Visceral, but EA mostly.
It's a busted array like we thought. Sounds like they're having problems with their encoder. You get us down there and Isaac and I can fix it. 48 hours max.
All right, you heard the lady. Take us in. Let's see what needs fixing.
Gravity tethers engaged. Automatic docking
Oh,
procedures a go.
there's actually pilots. I didn't realize. I thought, am I piloting it?
What the hell?
Sir,
And of course we're going to crash.
We're off track. We're gonna hit the hull.
Hit the blast shields. That guidance tether's damaged. Switch to manual now.
Inside the magnetic field? Are you insane? Abort!
No, we can make it inside. Corporal.
Yes, I'm surprised you said that, Kermit Head, because I'm one of the few people who defends the Dante's Inferno game. Because I actually didn't think it was that bad. It was very well implemented. Well, it's not super slow. Everything's relative in
Is
space.
everyone okay?
What? What the hell were you thinking? Were you trying to get us killed?
I just saved our asses, Miss Daniels. If we had aborted at that speed and distance, we'd have smashed right into the side of the Ishimura. Now settle down. Let's get to work. Corporal, report.
I'm not getting any readings from the port booster, and we
Oh, I think we could have seen Isaac's face then, which
It'll
is a
take some time to
rarity.
fix.
All right, let's get some extra hands from flight deck to help out.
Hold still, Isaac. I'm syncing up everyone's rig with the ship.
The rig.
Okay, we're done. Clean bill of health for everyone.
All right, we've still got a job to
The
do.
rig is a
We're
very
moving out.
clever implementation. It doesn't technically make a lot of sense because there's so many questions about the rig, like what makes it, go up and down in terms of your health. It's very nebulous and not really well defined, but it's still really great. What's that? Sorry, the game audio is a bit loud. Okay, 1 second, I'll fix that. That one. Let me know if that's any better. Is that any better sound-wise? Let me just move around a bit. Yes, thank you. I know how to play a game. Right, there we go. Okay, the controls seem very rudimentary. Well, not rudimentary, but makes sense.
Power to the port booster. You lost the port booster. Unbelievable.
The ships are really nicely designed, I thought. It's a bit too quiet now. God damn it, make up your mind. Right, I'm going to put it there.
To date, and highest dead weight of refined product at 14 trillion kilotons and counting.
Guess the power's down everywhere. Isaac, get over here and hack the door pad.
Workforce on the colony. The captain and crew would like to welcome you.
Boost the mic volume, okay.
Concordance Extraction Company, powering humanity into the future.
Is that any better? Can you hear me now? It would help if I actually wasn't being a lazy bitch and actually sat closer to the microphone. Yep. Okay, right. So we'll go with that for now. If it is a problem, let me know. But it shouldn't be. I love the fact that they told me to hack the door panel, and it literally just requires me to not much do nothing. He literally does nothing. And hopefully someday, writer, that will actually happen. Someday. Excuse me 1 second. I'm just going to change something in the options because it's freaking me out. I don't think I can. Never mind. I thought I could change the FOV. Because there's something weird about it.
Seems like everyone's trying to pack in a hurry.
There should be.
I think it'll sort itself out when
Well, there's not. There's nobody here. I can't pick up any broadcasts.
the spider babies will show up at whenever they want to. That's what spider babies do. But it's quite far into the game. I don't know if we'll even get that far today.
Get that elevator back online.
I can't.
Then reroute the damn power.
You have to admit, Isaac Clarke has got a very definite hump, doesn't he? He walks with a kind of a stoop.
Let's get that computer display up, Isaac.
Oh yeah. Oh, hang on. I want to remember how to do this because I've never used the PC controls. So BMJ. Weird allocations. B for the locator. M for the map screen. Okay. Yeah. Oh, god damn it. And J for the objective screen. Okay, fair enough. Right, let's continue. And get ready to run.
That doesn't look good. She's taking a lot of damage.
It's a lot of damage.
Offline. Getting around's
That's a
gonna be
meme, right?
The air seems to be flowing again. That's a start.
Oh, here they come.
What the hell was that?
Necromorphs.
Automatic quarantine must have tripped when the filtration system restarted. Everybody relax.
What was that? Did you hear that?
Not sure.
The hell? I don't
He's
know.
behind
He's
you.
in the room with us.
He's clearly behind you. You twat. I do like the Necromorph designs.
Come on. Come on. Got it.
Isaac, get the hell out of there!
The door's unlocked.
Yep, and we have to run. Quite quickly. Really quite quickly.
Run, Isaac. Get the hell out of there.
Oh, shame. I appreciate that changing stripes. One of my biggest complaints about this game, and there are not many complaints, right? There's a head rolling there as it does, but this suit that Isaac's wearing, right? It looks like pajamas. It looks like quilted pajamas, and it irritates the fuck out of me. Like, when he actually gets the upgraded suits later, they're actually really cool, and I've got no problems with them. But this right now looks like he's wearing his pajamas. Oh, calm down, son. Right, so we got that. There we go. Right. Cool. Foot stomp's going to be very important. There's somebody struggling in the next room. He can wait. Oops. There we go. There we go. For some reason, my look sensitivity when I'm aiming is terrible. So I'm going to change that. Oh yeah, it's way down. What the hell? Yeah, that's better. What's chat doing? Yeah, came for the slumber party, stayed for the dismemberment. one thing I need to say about the Necromorphs that many people misunderstand, and it's easy to misunderstand because the game doesn't tell you. But one thing that about the Necromorphs, as you just saw there, I just stomped his head off, and yet there was still something living. Because now people think that you dismember the Necromorphs to render them immobile. You know, you cut off the legs, they can't walk. That's not true. Because that's just not how they work. The reason why you dismember them is because this is all the lore shit, I know. It's because of you need to induce enough, let's say, blood loss. It's not technically blood loss, but you need to induce enough blood loss for the actual creature to become inert, and for it to basically say, okay, we're not going to bother. We're just going to use a different one instead. That's what you're doing. You're literally rendering them inert. Oh god. Rather than making them lose their weaponry, lose their legs, or anything like that, which is a big misconception. People don't think, because they seem to think that you have to use a cutting device because you have to dismember limbs, but it still works if you use bullets. It just takes a lot longer if you use bullets.
Everybody listen up. They're using the vents. That's how they're getting around the ship. Stay away from Gal. Get back. Get back.
And unlike games like Resident Evil, there's no designated safe rooms from what I remember.
Isaac! God, I can't believe you made it.
Isaac, we ran into more of them on the way over here. Are you okay?
More what?
I believe that guy was in the Spartacus TV show.
Keep your voice down. Whatever they are, they're not friendly, and half the doors on this ship are locked because of the quarantine. Now, we have to get to the bridge. But first, we gotta repair the tram system.
You're crazy, Hammond. You're gonna get us all killed.
If you listen to me, I will get you out of here alive. Now, what's wrong with the tram?
Standing around, waiting for exposition to finish.
There should be a spare in the maintenance bay. There's also a broken tram blocking the tunnel that needs to be repaired. Damn it, everything is on the other side of this quarantine. We can't reach it from here.
No, we can't. But you can. Isaac, if I can get to the bridge, I should be able to access the personnel files. You fix the tram, and I'll help you find Nicole.
Welcome, Osimo, and I'm glad that coincidence can happen. Yes, I fucking... Right, map. Map, one of the most crap maps I've ever seen in my life. Because it's incomprehensible. Right, let's just scour. That's right, we need a data board. Okay. There's a lot of sponge bobbing. You know, you have to go around, get this for this, and this for this, and this for this. I believe that comes from a SpongeBob episode. I heard someone use that one time. And it's such a good term, frankly. Just that annoying... oh, thank you, Osimo, for subscribing to Twitch Prime. I appreciate that. That helps me. With Twitch Prime, rather, not to. Whoops. Don't stamp the door. I found this orientation is always better. Because everything is... Because the Necromorphs are pretty much, you know, vertical. The legs are vertical, the arms are vertical. So it's makes more sense. There's shadows, nicely implemented shadows there. Whoa. Now that was interesting because I distinctly remember that guy is usually playing dead. Son of a bitch. And I did not expect him to jump up because he's usually playing dead. I'm using keyboard and mouse. I have a controller, but I cannot be arsed. Okay. He won't be coming back.
Isaac, be careful. Shooting them in the body didn't seem to work. Go for the limbs. Dismember them. That should do the job.
That would be pretty much the third, and this is now the fourth or third time we have been told to cut off their goddamn limbs. They kind of go overboard with that, and they keep doing it. Ahead. Such an ominous sound when you pick up an item. We got the Kinesis module. I'll do that in a second.
Looks like that door is malfunctioning, Isaac. Try using the stasis module you just picked up.
Yeah, that door will kill you instantly. I do not own any Xbox controllers, unfortunately. That's a very Event Horizon thing. Lighting is very nice. And I like the fact that the light stayed off just long enough for you to think, okay, these are staying off forever. There's a lot of really good horror. Even though most people... There's whispering in my ears. Most people don't consider Dead Space a horror franchise. I mean, personally, I think it is. How could you not? It's because, you know, you've got guns and shit. But you know, you can be powerful and still. What did that say? Ooh, marker runes. As you can see there, that's I think the alphabet. You can't actually read that, but yeah, you see, it's actually telling you how to. What's it say? Don't believe the lies. This is what something really says. And yeah, this is like how to translate all the marker runes. There's a more easier one to find later on, but that's one place where you can see it. Very interesting stuff. I love the whole language with the marker and the interesting history with the marker as well. Very, very interesting history.
Your stasis module should be able
Markers,
to help you with that
I should say. Power node. Stay down. Always stamp them just to be sure. You never know.
Listen up, car 8 is trashed. We managed to get it back to the repair depot, but now the autoloader is fried. I need a stasis module brought down here now. If we don't get this piece of shit off the tracks, it's gonna jam up the whole system.
Welcome, Cody. Was that Cody? NN 2001. There we go, and that's how you solve that puzzle. Well, not really a puzzle. Which way are they coming from?
Isaac, you did it. The tram is blocking the whole system. When you get the computer online, you'll be able to call the tram from the control room. Faster the better. I can hear something crawling around out there.
Come on. Is there another one on the way? Okay, I think we're good.
Tram replacement complete.
Oh, it's Kate Odin. I do apologize. I did not know that. Oh, slithery bugger. Hello. He's gonna piss off soon. You can't shoot him. I think that's more of a kind of an introduction to. Might as well save. I'm not that confident. Okay. Yeah, there we go. Ooh. Right. Oh, okay. Thank you for the subscription with Twitch Prime. I appreciate that. Crap, here we go. Can't get it. There we go. Shit. There we go. I was worried I was out of ammo then. Well, I shouldn't be, because I got a shit ton. Yeah, shit ton. And lots of health too. Well, considering the flood looked relatively, you know, intact, these guys are a bit more eviscerated.
Isaac, I've patched into the deck security system. It took some work, but I've got the door to the maintenance bay unlocked. The data board should be somewhere inside.
Can I just say, I am surprised at how smooth this looks on stream. It looks really good on stream tonight. I think I finally lucked out with something going right for once. Which way am I going? This way.
This is Benson, Tram Engineering. We think we figured it out. They've killed one. Listen, forget about shooting him in the body. You gotta cut off the...
Yes, we know. For the fourth goddamn time. They come through there. Those are the stereotypical vents they come through. So be on lookout for those. No problems. K. Odin, I believe.
Isaac, you still
But
need to
thank you
find
for
the
coming
data
out.
board to
I
the Tram
appreciate it.
computer. It's in the maintenance bay.
Where's the there it is.
Isaac, it's Kendra. It looks like the door to the storage room is locked. There should be a key somewhere in the maintenance bay.
It is a bit blatant. It's like, how stupid do you really think we are? Whoa, I shot his head off. Missed. Bugger. I thought I could shoot the explosives. Don't need to reload. Good. These guys are fairly simple. Like most zombie-like creatures, it's when they're in numbers. A large amount of them can really overwhelm you quite quickly. And that's the issue. That's what you've got to worry about. And they do like to swarm. Sneaky little bitch. And that's something else I've noticed as well, is that the quiet rooms are not necessarily what you have to worry about. It's rooms like this that are slightly louder than normal, because then you can't actually hear them coming. Which is a kind of a nice change of pace when you think about it. I'm getting a lot of bloody health. Yep, too much health. Let's... Waste not, want not, you know. Where am I going? Alright, okay. I'm just going to scout around here first. A lot of explosives. There's a locked door. There's a bench, and there's the node I need. There's also a candle in there. Oh, holy crap. I do apologise, but I need to stop to read things. I will look up that novel, thank you. Speaking of novels, I don't know if you were here when I mentioned it, but I urge everyone to check out the Dead Space novel Martyr. The rest are kind of middling, but Martyr is actually incredibly well written, and I absolutely love it. It's one of the few books I've actually bothered to read all the way through, because sometimes I just put them down and I'm like, I haven't got time. But that I actually read pretty much all the way through in one sitting, because it was so interesting, and because I'm really fascinated with the lore of Dead Space. And yes, even the lore as expanded in Dead Space 3. Story-wise, I've got not much of a problem. I have seen both Dead Space animated films, Downfall and whatever the other one's called. The one with Christopher Judge. Downfall's weird. Downfall's weird because it feels like they made that film without having all the information about what they were actually making. Because it's... Like, for example... Oh, hello. Cheeky little bugger. No. I said no. Now they're giving me all this shit I can't carry anymore. Oh, text log. USG Ishimura. Aerospace Engineering Department. Faulty, blah, 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 blah. Damaged landing repulsors. Oh, for God's sake, I've got to happen to use the directional keys. Right, fine. Oh, maintenance base, something or other. What was I saying? Boom. 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 Yeah, what the hell was I saying? Oh yeah, the Downfall. Dead Space Downfall is a very odd film. Because like I said, it genuinely feels like they had certain information about the game and not so much about others. Like, they just straight up make up how the marker works. And it's completely different to the game. I mean, it's obviously different to the game because it would be a kind of game-breaking if it worked like it did in Downfall. But I just don't know why they added that. Also, the entire dimensions of the marker are completely way off. It's it's freaking massive in Downfall for no particular reason. I love the fact that objective things are not part of your inventory. 2 power nodes. Yes, yes, yes. Yes, I would definitely do that leading blind. That's not a problem. Right, damage, yes. Capacity, yes. Upgrade the plasma cutter. That's my advice to everyone. Because the plasma cutter is your friend. The plasma cutter is arguably one of the best weapons in the entire freaking game. Oh, I need more space. Ah, it's so weird I have to use the directional keys. That's going to be a problem later on. Right, I'm going to have to leave that.
That's it, Isaac. Take the board
Jesus,
back
scared the shit out of me.
and plot it into the computer
Uh-oh.
array. That should get the Tram system back online.
Where are you going? Where are you going? Am I not good enough for you? Yes, thank you. That got your attention. Now that you brought a friend. Wow, that was creepy. That was really creepy movement, the way it was walking there. There we go. Where are we going now? Oh, still here. What is over here? Oh, it's just a shortcut. Okay. I knew you were going to jump up, you little prick. That's another thing I would say about the Dead Space games, which will come back to bite me in the arse, because I know this game is going to kill me multiple times, but they are a bit too easy. Even though this game will kill me, it's still too easy. Thank you. What was I talking about? Oh yeah, the animated movies. Like I said, Downfall is actually pretty good, except for the weird inconsistencies that make no sense. There's whispering in my ears. The marker calls. Oh, we've broken that. Yeah, apart from the inconsistencies, Downfall's actually not too bad. And what was the other one? I still can't remember the goddamn name. But anyway, it's got Christopher Judge in it. And that's not as good. Mainly because the animation's CGI'd. And it kind of looks a bit naff, as far as I'm concerned. Plus, and I mean, with that one, Aftermath. Aftermath is what it's called. That was it. Because it takes place after this one. Oh, I need to put the data thing in. But that one leads directly into Dead Space 2, and it actually explains things that Dead Space 2 doesn't tell you. Like, one of the characters you meet in Dead Space 2 is actually in Aftermath. And all that. That was me fucking about, Alicia. I like to do creepy whisper. I was just fucking around. I didn't mean to freak anyone out.
Alright, we're on board and heading to the bridge. Good work.
Strange. The quarantine
Fair enough.
lifted.
It's hard to do jokes in text form.
Isaac, get back to the Kelleon and prep it for launch. We'll find out what we can from the bridge and meet you there.
If we live that long,
One cannot
you're out of your league, Hammond.
adequately
This is suicide. We're
get
going to
across
die.
Is duly noted, Miss Daniels.
jovial tone.
But I have a mission to complete, and that's exactly what I am going to do, with or without you. Do we understand each other?
Just get us out
But
of here
I'm
alive.
glad you were joking, because otherwise I would be like, was it really that creepy? Would just be weird. Did I say I saved recently, didn't I? Where am I going? I'm going this way. There's a lot of back and forth, if I remember this one. It's why I like Dead Space 2 better. And when I get to Dead Space 2, I will... nice creepy footprint things going on. I will mention this as well in Dead Space 2, but Dead Space 2 is... got a lot more varied environments, and the environments are much nicer. Now, obviously we're on a mining ship. It's supposed to look really crummy. Just look at the first season of Red Dwarf. So I can't really blame them for that. And, you know, it's supposed to look a bit cack. Just in case. He's legless. I am going the right way, right? Yeah. Because we've got to prep the shuttle for launch. Which will obviously go according to plan, and we're going to leave on that shuttle pretty damn quickly. They're making themselves cozy. You're not going anywhere, bitch. Whoops. He would have jumped through that vent if I'd have let him. But I'm not letting him. Oops. Sorry. That's right.
Isaac, we made it to the bridge. It's a nightmare up here. No survivors. We're going to try to get to the command computer. Wish us luck.
It's interesting he says it's a nightmare, because when you actually get to the bridge, it's actually, there's not much there. There's no bodies, there's no blood, unlike the rest of the ship. It seems quite pleasant in comparison. So I don't know what he's referring to there as a nightmare. Maybe just the situation. Oh, I heard gooey. I heard gooiness. Yeah. Oh crap. Okay. Oh. There you go. Mine, I think. God damn it. Is that an item or fire? I can't tell. Oh, it's fire. It's hard to tell, really. Very weird ship design. Because it's like, you've got seating area either side. No point. And then nothing. Load the ship and then get the hell out of here. As it blowed up. Again, like an Horizon. And here comes a crap ton of them. There we go. And there's another Come on. Oh, I hate that run they do. Who's moving? I can't tell who's moving. Oh, it's you. Headless. Oops, missed. He's trying, bless him. Oh.
What the hell is happening down there? What happened to the shuttle?
Those are
It's
at home.
gone.
It's the only way off the ship.
Kendra.
No, Hammond! This changes everything!
Just let me think. Can you access the command computer?
Thank you for coming out, Changing Stripes. I appreciate
It's
it.
no good. There's an executive lockdown of all primary systems. Without the captain's authorization, I can't access them.
Well, where's the captain?
Here he is. Captain Benjamin Mathias. Location? Med lab. Status?
Dead.
Deceased.
What? How?
I assume, like everybody bloody else on this ship.
Find the captain and you'll find his rig. With his authorization codes, I can crack this computer wide open.
Damn it.
Ah.
I'm sending the tram back to your location. Get to the medical deck and find that rig as fast as you can.
What was that?
Okay, I guess not. I can pick up some more ammo. You know, come to think of it, it's a bit strange that Isaac Clarke is named after Isaac Asimov and Arthur C. Clarke, because I don't think they did, you know, horror per se. You know, I don't think they did anything on the level of Alien. You could argue that, you know, 2001 has horror elements, I guess, but I don't think they ever did, you know, blood and gore. So it's an interesting choice. It's like referencing Philip K. Dick and then never having robots. For example. I mean, that's a really lazy example, but you get my point. I am going the right way, right? No, I am going the absolute wrong fucking way. Well done. Well done. I thought it was a bit dark. Ah, that's why that was opened up. Open these boxes. Not like I need the goddamn ammo and health. Which way? Oh, that way. Well, then we'll go this way. Another bathroom. Oh. What? Is that you, God? It's me, Margaret. Wait, what? Where is everybody? Well, there's a lot of scribbling. That is not the usual scribblings you find on public toilets. Massive, large med pack. God damn it. I'm kind of... I'm tempted to just drop that and take the large one. Oh, no, stop it. Because it's just much more worth it. There's a lot of whispering going on. What's so interesting about the bathroom that it's so whispery? I mean, I know you want to be a bit hush-hush in the bathroom, but still. This way. Where are we? Yeah. Yeah.
Buy new weapons and items at the store, and place extra items in the safe.
I love the fact that there is a store. See, this is another part of the game that's a bit, kind of a bit dissonant. But, like, there's a store where you can buy remote control buzzsaws, which is hilarious. Okay. Oh, level 2 suit. I definitely want to do that. I am going to sell some of these because I do not need so goddamn many. And I'm going to put one in a safe. Just in case. Buy the level 2 suit. No more pajamas, indeed. Well, less pajamas. More armoured pajamas. Armoured pajamas. Now that is a brand. See, that looks so much better. Also, I like the fact that the lines on his helmet denote, you know, what level of suit it is. That's why he's got 2 lines instead of 1 that it was before. See, that looks so much cooler. When I think level 3, the level 3 suit is what was used in the marketing. Always buy the line gun.
Red weapon icon. Mean your weapon has no ammo in its clip.
Alright. The line gun is basically the plasma cutter, just bigger. And I always use the line gun and the plasma cutter. It's just the way I've always been. So we got that, and we got that. Good. Cool. I don't think I've got that. And this is the end of the chapter. Yes. Yes, that has happened before on videos. Leading blind. Very rarely, but it does happen. And yes, armoured pajamas do sound like they would be kind of sweaty. I like the way the helmets kind of, you know, segment and move back into the collar. Which again is weird because in Aftermath, the whole front panel flipped up. Which was weird and never really made sense to me. But I like it. Oh, it's crazy. Crazy. Crazy woman.
He's here. Nothing to be afraid of.
She's stroking...
I knew you would come. Just like you said.
Maggot guy.
I saved this.
Oh my god. And then she dies and freaks out because the models are not that great. Is it F? Oh! Okay. Okay. You can go in here, lady. There you go. Goodbye. Leave Maggot Boy behind here because I don't think he's fresh. So now we're starting to see more of these scribblings, which is going to be interesting. There's a lot of flies. I've already forgotten the goddamn button. What was it? That one. There we go. I think I can throw them as well. Yeah, there you go. Bye! Ooh. Sorry. Give me 1 second while I sort out this thing. Hold on. Getting a load of notifications. It's irritating. Right. Yes, thank you. God. They really do hammer it home. You know, pick up this. This is how you pick up this. And then this is how you use it here. Kind of hold your hand a bit too much. There we go. Now we have the flamethrower. Never buy the flamethrower. It is cack. It is garbage. I've never used the flamethrower. And I don't think I've ever used the Ripper either. Don't get me wrong. Remote controlled buzzsaws, you know, sign me up. But in terms of gameplay, it's not very useful.
I can't believe I lost her. We can still do this. Get me the captain's rig codes and we'll find Nicole. Looks like the crew barricaded the door to the emergency wing. You'll have to blow through it to get to the morgue. Get some thermite from medical storage and a shock pad from zero-G therapy. Should be down the corridor. Communication is useless in all this static.
Okie dokie. This is one of the locations we'll be coming back to frequently. We can choose which way to go. Terrible. Yeah, we'll go this way. Yeah, I mean, when you're fighting things called Necromorphs, the morgue is, you know, genius. Again, yes, I know about the goddamn firing mode. I never use it. Again, there's a lot of features in these games you'll find that I just never use. Because it's like, you know, once you find the most efficient way of doing something, you never really want to bother with anything else. Well, they missed the mark when it came to the morgue. I need to... they're actually studying it, which again contradicts what Downfall says. Because Downfall says that it all happened all at once and they had no idea what was going on. This kind of implies that it happened over a course of a few days at least. I can't remember what the hell button it was, hang on. There we go. Just in case. This is another... Hello? Ah, there you go. Yeah. We're gonna lock down the room. Calm down. Let's get the hell out of there. There we go. And I've always got the line gun to fall back on. If I need to do more damage than what is needed, I'll switch to the line gun. I mean, he's trying. You got to give him that. And I do love an underdog. Although technically they already won. You know, we're not really here to win. They already did the winning. I want to get a good shot of him. There he is. And boop. There we go. Really? There's still more? There's something really shiny in there. Right, looks like I'm gonna have to go down. What the hell happened here? That wasn't my doing. Oh! Go down! Son of a bitch. Oh, crap. Let's not say we did. Up, 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 up. Thank you. See ya. Now you're my fish in my barrel. Oh, look at that. It's so creepy. That is such a creepy walk. Stop it! Stop it, I say. You're creepy. Alright, now they'll start bursting up here, I think, as well. Where are you? Yeah, there we go. Where are you going? Stop being a dick and just piss off. There we go. Heal up. One of the rare moments when I actually heal. Right. Oh, that's right. It's upstairs, isn't it? Because I'm looking to get thermite. Ooh, what does that say? Meet me at something. Lounge with the crew. 2 PM before it's something practice. Don't forget to bring your stuff. Chris and Ben. I like the fact that I can read that. Interesting. Oh. That's an interesting one. Look at that. Dear Altman, we are here. Altman refers to the founder of the religion in this thing. O people, your salvation in this world be the life after death ties in us. Enter the today something or other. Gibberish. Because in the Dead Space universe there is a religion that might be a bit familiar to people for, I would say, very deliberate reasons. There's a religion in the Dead Space universe called Unitology.
I finally convinced Jurgens to show me the video feed from the colony. And what I saw was glorious. Breathtaking. Miners undergoing a transformation into something extraordinary.
They are watching.
I must know more. Even
well, that's not nice to be, you know.
One of them. The scientist needs to uncover their secrets. I need to study one of these Necromorphs, as Kyne so clinically puts it. I need to witness this infection firsthand. Perhaps that patient from the colony.
Weird writing everywhere. Yeah, he's a Unitologist. The Unitology religion is based around the marker. Now, there is another religion that shares a similar name to Unitology, and they operate quite similarly. Almost eerily similarly. Except, rather irritating for me, Unitology is actually... they're actually right. Everything they're saying is actually true from a certain perspective, which is interesting. Because they believe the marker, the great big weird spiky thing we'll find later, is this divine object. Whether it's from God or from aliens, it doesn't matter. But it was given to humanity to evolve us and make us better. Not true. But that's what they believe. And yeah, it's really complicated, because a lot of what they're saying is true, in the sense of...
What in God's name is going on down there?
I think that's precisely the point, Doctor. God's work.
Yeah.
I'm not so sure of that. We have to assume that the colony's problems are somehow connected to the marker.
You can assume all you want to. I do not. The marker is glorious and divine. You know that.
God moves in mysterious ways.
Anyway, we'll have it on board tomorrow. You can analyze it all you want to. What are you so worried about?
Worried? Captain, people are dying down there, killing each other. Is this madness, the transformation Unitology teaches us?
Doctor, Terrence, there will always be risk when the stakes are high. And here, they're enormous. It could change everything.
Well, that's what worries me.
Yeah, the Scientology is not the Mafia. The Mafia are so much nicer. There's the marker, right there. Vidlogs from the colony are poor quality, but the artifact does indeed appear to be a genuine marker. The first to be found in Unitology's 200-year history. I'm eager to get it on board the ship so I can study it properly. The potential here is enormous, not just for me personally, though it's true I've dreamed of such a discovery for decades, but also to humanity and the Church of Unitology in particular. The marker could be the herald dawn of the new age of mankind, and I will do my part to ensure it comes to pass. I know the Church will be grateful, but the true recognition will come from all of humanity. On this day we are blessed. Blah, 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 blah. So yes, that's the marker right there. That is what the marker is. That's the black marker. The black marker was found on Earth, in the Chicxulub, I think it's pronounced, crater. One of the cradles of mankind, in fact. And what's interesting as well is that you say that Unitology is what the marker is doing to people. That's actually not true. The marker, and this is from Dead Space 2, so I'm getting ahead of myself. The marker wants people to make more markers. That's what it wants. However, it only does that to people who actually know what they're doing and are actually smart enough to take in the knowledge. Everyone else, it turns crazy. Those are the Unitologists. And it's kind of got twisted. Because in the book, Dead Space Martyr, Altman finds the marker and realizes, oh shit, this is really bad. And tries to tell everyone, and that's when Unitology is born, and he's basically fighting against this creation of a new religion. And it's incredibly compelling, the story. And of course there's this stuff about how it's called Martyr because they martyr, oh, hello. They martyr Altman and make him basically their messiah in a way. But it's all for political gain. And that's how 200 years later they have become incredibly powerful. Where the hell am I going? I'm just rambling. And I don't know what I'm doing. I guess not. I do apologise. I'm just rambling at this point. Hey guys, it's Shay. I think that's how pronounced. How you doing? I'm doing good. Where am I going? Oh, what the? Oh, I'm going this way. I'm so turned around. Blood samples. Writing is on the walls. No God, no fear. Wait. No God, no fear. No God, no fear. Very clever. Very clever wording, that. I like that. It's kind of like that God is nowhere thing. If you're not familiar with what I mean by that, if you write down the phrase God is nowhere with no spaces, depending on how your mind is inclined, you will either see God is nowhere or God is now here, depending on how you see it. It's very interesting. Just a little test psychologically about how we think. Quite appreciate that. Biological Prosthetic Center. We keep you working. Uh-oh! In case you're wondering, this is where the spider babies occur. Just in case you're wondering. So, I'm giving people a warning now. Spider babies are imminent. They are imminent right now. He'll be fine. Oh, never mind. Bit overkill. Right, time to kill some babies. Where are you? Come on. Where are you? Oh! You little shit. Punt it. Punt the baby. You just straight up punt kick a baby. It's ridiculous. Ballsy, you gotta admit. Let's start using the line gun a bit. Where are you? Come on, you little shits. Love the line gun. It's so cool. So powerful sounding. I believe these are not actual babies. It depends. I'm not too sure how it works, but this is either an organ farm. Yes, I know, morally ambiguous and you know, depending on your political views and all this. But I believe this is like an organ farm. They are not actually babies per se. This is what I'm going from the actual lore. And I think it's something to do with Unitology as well. It's very weird, but it's very kind of futuristic in a way. You know, where it almost envisions a world where this kind of thing happens at a regular thing. Yeah, exactly. Clones for organ farming. It's kind of fucked up when you think about it. I mean, you don't have to think about it. It's just fucked up. See, exactly, yeah. See, biological prosthetics. As in, they're just making new organs and new arms and legs and shit.
Alright. That thermite you picked up should be able to melt through the barricade. Use the shock pad to ignite it. Hope I can hold this position. I can hear something big moving out there.
But I appreciate you coming out, Slyfan. It's fine. Don't worry. If you don't like Twitch, it's perfectly fine. I understand. If it's not sentience, I mean, who's, you know, what's sentience and what's not? It's debatable. I'm not saying one way is right and one way is wrong. I'm just saying it's a very debatable subject, and one that we'll be debating for decades, I'm sure. Ah, fuck. There we go. Uh-oh. That was unanticipated. Wow. That was a freaky one. Give me stuff. Oh. Yes, Sly Fan. I mentioned this right at the start, that it's not necessarily about the dismembering per se. It's about making the body as a whole inert. I have mentioned this at the start. You weren't here for that, which is fair enough. So yeah, but I'm aware of that idea, and I fully agree with it because it makes the most sense. Where am I going next? Ah, yes. Ah, the creepy moment. Creepy moment because there's a lot of nutcases about. Uh-oh. Don't worry, sir. I can save you. Just stop banging your head. Oh. To be honest, he was kind of fucked. Let's be honest, he's not really recovering from that. A head wound is the least of his worries. Oh, this place. This place is annoying. I don't like the back and forth this place has. Yes, thank you. Move that there. Where are you? Oh, there you are. Cute. There we go. Hang on, this is interesting. They didn't mind me playing violent video games where you could dismember people limb from limb and tons of blood, but just a bit of boob and it's hell on earth. Your parents were like that? I mean, that doesn't make sense to me, because let's be honest. Out of all the kinds of people in the world, children are more exposed to boobs than anyone else. That's how they eat. You know? I mean, that makes no sense. Let's be honest. If a young child saw a boob, they'd be like, "Oh, is it time to eat? Oh, okay." They don't give a shit. Put that in there. That's my 2 cents, anyway. Whoa. Wow. Don't like how the bodies flop around so much. Anyway. I want this guy's head. Give me your head. I can't get his head. Give me your head. I can't get his head off. What's the schematic? Pulse rounds. It's time! Is it time? It's time, everybody. Apparently it's time. Hooray. Help us. Is that related to its time? Whoa, hello. Oops. Nice. Where am I going? Oh, up, up, of course. We are going up. Yep, the Necromorphs definitely thought it was time. Infidels! Where? Oh, there you are. Back off. Nope, too soon. These X-rays are interesting. Elongated fingers, tentacles. Very strange. Wow. What are you willing to give up your life for? Exclamation mark. Put it back where it belongs. That's referring to the marker. The marker will save us. But don't look back, because we will put it back, and yet it will save us. And then there's gibberish, the evil eye, and then there's I don't know what that is. It's an airplane. It's an airplane. Yay! I'm just you know. See again. That's a bit high, isn't it? They had to reach up to write that. Oh, I forgot about that. Yes, the air is going down, so don't stop me while you fucking explain what the air is. By the way, that's such a cool image. That's how they mine the planet, by the way. Because the Ishimura is one of the oldest and most distinguished planet cracker ships. And they literally just dig a massive ball out of a planet and then mine that. Which is very, very interesting, lore-wise. And so, yeah, there's actually there's a piece of the planet suspended somewhere by the gravity tethers.
As you know, Ishimura is able to set his gravity locally. Your grav boost will kick in when you enter a zero-G area.
It's always great when a piece of dialogue starts with, as you know. I do love this game, I'm sorry. But because I love it so much, I have to criticize it. Because you have to criticize the things you love. It's just the way it goes. Down you go. Bye-bye. Bye-bye. Thank you.
Your ammo counter will flash red if you can't jump to a surface.
I wish they implemented what the Dead Space 2 did with the anti-gravity stuff. What was it? Control. Ah, another complicated bloody button. Thank you. See, this is interesting. This is Unitology shit right here. I'm fairly certain this is to do with Unitology, because they love to preserve bodies. It's their thing. They basically believe that you have to be as preserved as possible in death. As is my understanding. So, if somebody dies, they have to preserve the body as neatly as possible. And I think you actually see, you find a document somewhere later where it says that they're not, strictly speaking, either legal or, you know, they're kind of secret as well. The secret sort of mausoleum ships. Again, fascinating lore. Really fascinating stuff.
Great. You got a shock pad. Combine that with the thermite at the barricade to destroy it. Shit. I can hear more coming. Moving through the vents.
And yes, it is for... Whoa, look at him. Dude was flying right towards me. Yep. Piss off. Where is he? This kind of does my noodle. This kind of weird perspective shit. Let's run around the room. That really does my noodle. Ah. And there's a weird pod, which I think is how they move people around. Where the hell? Oh, there he is. And I guess it would make... Oh, I had kind of a... I had a stole, a Necromorph stole then. It kind of makes sense when you think about it. If the Ishimura is incredibly distinguished and very, very old, as in arguably one of the first Planet Cracker ships, it would make sense that it would have, you know, these kind of secret mausoleum stuff. I don't know how secret they are, considering that's part of the actual ship itself, but still, really interesting. There you are. I think it was, I can't remember his name, unfortunately, but it was an astronaut who spent time on the ISS space station. I think that's what it's called, the space station. And he streamed it and stuff, and did videos there and stuff. Very, Hadfield, I think his name was. And I saw a video or something that apparently it's, I mean, I could be wrong and I might have misinterpreted this. But apparently the video was something along the lines of like dispelling myths about space, and according to this video, and again, I probably need to watch it again to actually get what it was trying to tell me, but not being able to hear explosions in space is apparently a myth, and you can actually hear stuff like that in space, apparently. And you know, this guy would know, so you know. Where am I going? Yeah, I was going the right way. Cool. But before that, let's do some more upgrading. Right, we got 2. Not worth it. Let's see what we can do for the rig. Ah! Worth it. Okay, cool. So, yep. Just bear with me 1 second while I blow my nose. I do apologize, but it's disgusting and I have a cold. There we go. Apologies for that. Let's continue. Ah, yeah, that's right. We have to use the explosives we got. Ah! I forgot about those little bastards. Holy shit! Wow! They wiped me out. Like I said, I knew I was going to die. But that was incredible. I've never seen that happen before. I got took out by those shittiest little crap on the ship. Oh. Good God. They really do a shit ton of damage now. That's impressive. I remember them not being that... I remember them not being that dangerous. But holy crap, they took down my health in like a second. Go to hell. I'm actually proud of the little buggers. What was that? Is that an item? Did I hear an item? No. Wow. The first thing to actually do any kind of... was actually a significant threat. Evacuate this area immediately. Evacuate this area immediately. I like the fact that it's the exact same note, just bigger. What did that say? Sorry, we are full. Had a big lunch. There we go. I know those things are why you buy the flamethrower, but if you get them at a distance and you fire one shot, they explode and take each other out anyway.
Okay, you're through. Should be clear from there to the
With the flamethrower, you actually have to get closer to them anyway. So I just don't think it's worth it. Oh.
This is Senior Medical Officer Nicole Brennan transmitting ship-wide. We need more help. We don't have the resources to deal with this many cases. Nobody would tell us what's happening. These wounds, we are not equipped to deal with this. Get him to the table. Hold him. Nurse, you hold him down. Christ. Recording.
That was Nicole, right? I can't tell from here when that log was made. I'm sure she's around here somewhere.
Spoilers, not so much. Always nice to see big gaping holes. That's not a good sign. We're hiding a loading screen. Right, but I'm going to be a lot more careful about those tiny bastards. Fuck the ship. Yes. Help me, help me, help me. Couldn't be asked to make the exclamation marks at the end there. Is it safe? Dustin Hoffman thinks so. Save us. Give them... what was that? Give them hope, give them strength. That they'll last a bit longer. We are so fucked. Hey, it's okay to be fucked. It's time. Interesting notes. For often, I don't know what that says. They have come. Good for them. I mean, these are some fascinating things to read, frankly. Oh boy. Come on. Oh. Uh-oh. There you go, you little shit. Well, we're going to lose oxygen in this room for some point. run against the wall. Yeah, just plow through shit. Who gives a fuck? Pick up the credits. I can hear whispers again. Come here, you. There we go. Lots of deadmans. Dead, dead, and quite catastrophically mutilated. That one's locked. Okay, so there's only one way to go. Good, good, good. Oh boy, this is getting more and more. Ah. Time to switch to this, I think. Come on, you little shit. Come on, you little bastard. There you go. Whoa! Whoa! Spitter. I'm glad she gave up running for no discernible reason. Oh, do I have any? No, I don't. Forgot I needed power nodes for doors. Whoa, hello. You're a bit too close for comfort. There we go.
Hello?
Hello.
Anybody hear me?
No.
My name is Eileen Fisk.
Hi, Eileen.
Just woke up in here and everybody was gone. I don't know what's happening.
Oh.
Why did they all leave?
No idea.
I'm going to try and find someone. If
Sounds
you can
good.
hear this, please come for me. I can hear scratching in the wall.
Probably just rats.
Hello?
Hello.
Who's there? Are you a
Sorry.
doctor?
I'm sorry. I don't know why I was doing
I
that.
know you.
I shouldn't do that. I'm sorry. That was probably really annoying.
You killed that nurse. Help! Somebody help me! Please!
Sorry. Oh, that was a really creepy way it came out of the thing there. I like that. Oh, I forgot about you. There we go. Son of a bitch. Okay. Newborns. List of newborns for some bizarre reason. Oh, another nutter. Hello. Oh. I thought it'd be kind of clever, right? If the audio log we just heard of the woman being like, "Oh, scared, you killed that doctor," you know, that you killed that nurse, and screamy, 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 run, and then that's her doing the killing there. That would have been clever. I don't know how they could explain that and establish that, but I like to think that's actually what's happening there. In a kind of bizarre role reversal thing going on. Dr. Kine. Further to our previous conversation, I asked that you delay bringing the marker up from the planet for a day or two. You know I'm as keen as anyone to study it in detail, and I understand your sense of urgency given the events of the colony. But that's why I ask. What's happening down there is just too unique, too unprecedented to cut it short without proper time to study the causes and effects. In light of a discussion I had with Dr. Mercer, I'd like to meet with blah 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 blah. Okay. Yeah. Basically, Mercer's the crazy unitologist, and Kine is the sensible unitologist who actually understands that this is not good. People are talking about giving birth in the chat. That's weird. I don't know why. I don't know why that happened. Oh boy.
Science Log Chief Science Officer Dr. Kine reporting. The colony's problems concern me greatly. I have no doubt they are somehow linked to the discovery of the marker, but the exact nature of that connection is still unknown. Almost 40% of the colonists are experiencing a form of dementia. The obvious symptoms are acute depression, insomnia, and hallucination. Incidents of violence and even murder also indicate extreme paranoia. Dr. Mercer has advised that I bring some of the affected on board for study. Dr. Wellen, the planet-side psychiatrist, has reported that his own analysis has been fruitless. I'm hesitant to rely on Dr. Mercer at this point, but I need his expertise.
Because I mentioned how the game makes you not want kids. Oh, okay, fair enough. I just looked over the chat and that was just very strange for a second. But I guess it makes sense. Oh yeah. God damn it, I'm so sorry. I said I was going to change that, and I'm sorry I didn't. Fuck. Oh well, it'll be better from now on. Oh, I remember this now. It's an infector. They like to do that. And they breed Ubermorphs. Well, not Ubermorphs, but slightly more powerful Necromorphs than normal. And you gotta take out the little bastards before he makes more. And he will make more if you give him a chance. You gotta take out those sons of bitches before they actually start making more. Because any bodies, they will start to infect. So, yeah, he's dead.
His records right now. Head to the tram station, and I'll contact you there. I'm going to find out what the hell happened to this ship.
Positive communication and physical behavior. That was the whispering I just heard. Apologies for the silence, I'm just trying to see if I can understand some more of the whispers. I will see you sin. It's an interesting one. See, I'm curious, are those actual whispers, as in something or someone is whispering in some part of the ship that we cannot locate? Or are they hallucinations? And obviously, my initial reaction is they are hallucination. But that means that the marker is affecting us quite quickly and quite incredibly, powerfully for it to affect us without even seeing the damn thing. Oh, it's here. Whoa! That scared the shit out of me. Also, that's another strange thing about the game as well. For some bizarre reason, Infectors only make those special black variants of Necromorph. Wrong way. When in reality they should be, they do, especially in the second one, they infect. They just make Necromorphs, but for this one they just make the special variant.
Contain it in a damage escape pod. Lifting executive lockdown now. I found the deck logs. Whatever is happening around here, it came from the planet when they cracked it open. It spread to the colony and reached the ship. Isaac, this isn't an infection. It's some form of alien life.
That's fine, leading blind, I don't mind.
Shit, we've got bigger problems.
Thank you for coming out anyway.
Offline and our orbit is decaying. Get over to the engineering deck ASAP while I stay here and figure out what the problem is.
Yes, Isaac do this, Isaac do that. Oh yes, the marker initially makes, you know, necromorphs out of corpses. However, the necromorphs themselves are designed to make more corpses for them to make, and the infectors are part of that. It's just all designed to spread the infection as quickly and efficiently as possible. The markers just do it very slowly by inducing suicide and stuff like this, and mental instability. Lots of plasma energy, holy crap. NIC. The chapter titles they all start with a specific phrase. Quite clever.
You've got two problems, and we're working on borrowed time here. First, there's no fuel in the engines. Second, the gravity centrifuge is offline, which means there's a couple of trillion tons of rock pulling us down. I need you to get that centrifuge operational. Refuel the main engine and fire it up so I can stabilize the ship's orbit.
For some reason, people really got behind the idea of Peng. I don't get it. But they like Peng. People love Peng for some reason. And it's just a stupid little world building thing they did. It's got nothing to do with the actual game itself. Very bizarre soda machine. What would we? Yeah.
Personal log. Acting Chief Engineer Jacob Temple. It's been 2 days since they pulled that planet open.
See, 2 days, which is different to Aftermath. Not Aftermath. Downfall.
Nothing compared with what came after.
I'm pretty sure, anyway.
Our co-workers started coming back. Changed. Coming back to kill us, drag us away. Rucker disappeared this morning, and I have to assume he's dead. My crew, they're starting to crack. I'm trying to keep an eye on them, but right now I have bigger problems. We're hemorrhaging fuel, and the primary engine is laboring. Danvers and I are going to try to reach the fuel depot to see if we can fix it. Temple out.
More whispering. Oh, this way. Oh, see? Another loud environment. Yeah, nice try, dude. Maybe next time. Text log. F hollow. Don't know what's going on around here. Someone said the ship's been attacked. Who the hell would attack us out here? First the captain dies, now we get attacked. Fair enough. Blah blah blah. Teamwork. Oh. Here they come. Which direction? Which direction? Too many directions. I can't tell which way they're coming from. There we go. Oh yeah. Yes, they do like the. There is. I have been impaled. Excuse me. Thank you.
Refueling sequence activated.
What? My worst nightmare. The big guy, he's easy to deal with. There's those little shits you gotta be careful about. I use the locator really to just turn around. Over here. Thank you. Oh, hello, Otto the engineer. Welcome. Oh boy. What the hell is... Oh! That made short work of them. I so rarely get a chance to do that. That was so cool.
Never Shut it, Danvers. Shut it. Engineering log. Temple reporting. Someone has shut off the fuel lines to the primary engine and damaged the valves in the process. They need to be repaired before I can reopen them, but we're running out of time. With the engine offline, orbit decay will begin in less than 10 hours. I just can't understand who would do this. If it's one of those crazy unitologist bastards, I'll break their neck.
Anderson said they were coming. We never should have let them live.
Shut up, Danvers. Help me with the tools.
Danvers is crazy.
Temple out.
Ooh, what's that? Oh! Always love a good power node. Screams. I hear screams of the damned. Hey, where you going, bitch? God damn you. See, now I don't know if I killed it, or it's going to come back and bite me in the ass. Did I kill it? I don't think so. It managed to get away. The whispers are really fascinating. I'm just save scumming, frankly. Oop. There we go.
Refueling sequence activated. Sufficient fuel to fire primary engine.
Whatever you did, it's working, Isaac. I have a fuel reading. It's only a quarter full, but that's enough to restore orbit once you bring the engines online. What the hell? False alarm. Thought I saw something.
There are still a few people alive, but they're pretty much in the process of either being killed or killing themselves. But I think a lot of... I mean, the screams, I think, are people, but the whispers are the marker. I want to at least pick up the... Search and rescue. I heard that whisper. Don't care about pulse rounds. Whoa! Get off me, baby! Boom. I just love how it's like a proper, you know. Oh, I panicked. I'm panicking. I panicked a little bit there. Oh, let me just reload. Hello. Where are they coming from? Remember, someone expects you home tomorrow. World. Hey? Am I reading that right? Does that say work safely? As in, is that supposed to say work safely today? Is that? I think that's. Does that make sense? Am I losing my mind? I'm sorry. Work safely today. That makes sense. It does make sense, doesn't it? I'm sorry. For some reason, I was looking at that. And I was thinking, that doesn't sound right in my head as I was saying it out loud. It slowly made sense. That was a really weird moment for me. I think I just lost the ability to speak for a second because I was looking at it and it was just like, That makes no sense to me, but it does make sense. Sorry, that was a bizarre moment. It's very early in the morning, I'm sorry. But, yeah. I had to say that out loud for it to make sense. Very strange. Sorry. Oh, man. Wow, this game's really getting to me. Oh, hello. That was quick. Where'd you go? They're banging some pipes about. Ah, bugger. Another infector. I gotta get in there before he starts infecting other things. Fortunately, there are no other bodies in this room. But, you know, you can never be too careful. I'm very wary with infectors. Hate them. Where am I going? That's the way. Mandatory decontamination. The gravity centrifuge is fragile. Oh, it's fragile equipment. All authorized personnel must undergo a thorough decontamination sequence before accessing the core. Interesting. That was a can of air, I think. Yeah. Audio log.
This is Temple. Now the centrifuge is offline. We've got 4 trillion tons of rock hanging off our ass, and without that centrifuge to balance the ship, the gravity tethers will pull us straight down to the colony. I'm heading in there now to see if I can fix it.
Aha! Bench. Take that. Damn it. Oh. Am I full, really? Oh yeah, I'm full. I'm not full of line racks, but two. I gotta start spending some in this, because if I put those 2 there, any one I get next I can do reload, speed, capacity, or damage. So I gotta make that sacrifice quickly in order to get those as early as possible. It's so annoying to use 2 nodes and you just get nothing.
Decontamination sequence activated. Please stand by.
Are the metal bars necessary? I mean, I'm glad they're there, but still. Uh-oh. Stop freaking out. Oh, there's something else in here. No, I guess not. Oh, seriously, shut up. Shut up. Shut up. Thank you. Oop. I got no space for this crap. Oh boy. Alright, let's go the other way. Oh yeah. So not meant to come this way. I'm glad I did. See, now with that power node, I actually have quite a bit of a choice on how to upgrade the thing. If I remember correctly, if you upgrade the plasma cutter maximum, it does something special. Although that might be a Dead Space 2 thing. Pulse rounds, don't care. Ah! What the hell is that? Oh, this Ripper schematic. Don't care about that. I do care about the semiconductor. Right, I think I shall end it there for tonight, because I'm getting quite tired. I should probably find a better time to do this. But yeah, but it was a good one, and I'm glad I found a game to play, because I had no idea what I was going to do tonight, and this has actually turned out pretty well. I like the fact that the stream looks fantastic now that I fixed whatever the problem was last time. The stream looks fantastic. The game looks good. Everything looks good. It's all great. All good. So yeah. Let's switch back. Let's turn that. There we go. So yeah. So that's the game portion done for tonight. If anybody's got any comments, questions, if you said something in the chat that you wanted me to see and I didn't see it, please tell me now, so I know what's what, because I don't want to miss anything if I can help it. So please let me know. I will wait patiently. I don't know, it's all gone quite quiet. Anything? Anything? Do I like tacos? Yeah. Yeah, I do. I don't get a chance to eat them much because I live in the UK, and for some reason Mexican food is not really a big thing in the UK. So I don't get a chance to eat it a lot. How was my day? My day was rather dull. My day consisted of actually doing some scripting thinking of doing other scripting and figuring out what the hell to play this evening. Yes, I got a hell of a lot more patrons. If anybody is a new Patreon donator, thank you very much for indulging my crazy bullshit. I really do appreciate it. And of course, anybody who's watching this on YouTube, if you recently subscribed to my Patreon thanks to that video I put up, I really, really, really do appreciate it. It's an incredibly generous, thing for people to do, and I really appreciate it. I can't say that enough. Well, you need me to speak up. Sorry. Am I being a bit too quiet? It's because I have to read the chat, and the chat is on a separate computer screen. But I will move the computer here. I hope that's a bit better now. Yes, loads better. Thank you. I hope it was okay during the gameplay. But I'm winding down, so obviously I'm speaking a little quieter now. So if there's anything else you feel I might have missed that needs, is burning questions, do let me know. And in a few minutes we'll sign off for this evening. Right, yeah. I mean, I can't really help it when it gets really loud during the game. So yeah, I think that's I can't answer that question because I don't know what movie I'm reviewing next. I have a few on the burner. It's very much a case of I start a load of different scripts and I see which one interests me the most to go forward with, and then just go. And I'm still at the initial stage of trying to figure out which script is which and how I'm going to go about it. And yes, of course I was hoping for a Dead Space 4 because Dead Space 3 ended on a ridiculous cliffhanger. So yeah, but I think that's pretty much it for this evening. Sorry, I'm just moving things about. Like I said, appreciate people coming out. Thank you all for watching and indulging my crap. I do appreciate it. This VOD will be on YouTube tomorrow sometime. Sooner, maybe, if I can get my act together. Can I recommend a good body part to get a first tattoo on? If it's your first tattoo, and yes, I'm answering this question sensibly. If it's your first tattoo, then you probably won't be accustomed to the pain. So you want to avoid things like hands, feet, face. I mean, you want to avoid face anyway, because that's just a stupid place to do it. But hands, feet, very painful. I can speak from experience when it comes to hands. Wrists. If it's actually on your wrists, on your veins, for example, that's really painful. Anything that's kind of fleshy, any fleshy part of your body. Forearms, closer to the elbow, not on the actual crook of the elbow, because that's still painful. Shoulder is a classic. Thigh is a classic. Calf is a classic. All those are good ideas. Talk to your tattooist, because they're the experts and they'll let you know. Plus the fact that it very much depends on the design. Some designs can be very specifically made for a specific part of the body. So you have to take that into account too, because some designs will look shit at certain parts of the body. So that's just, you have to take that into account as well. So yeah, this is very general advice. And yeah, probably not to do that idea you just had. Yeah, it's probably not a good idea. Yeah, anyway, on that note, thank you all once again, and we shall continue with Dead Space next Tuesday. I don't know how long it will take. It might take a while, especially if I'm doing all three. But last time I checked, Dead Space 3 is actually quite cheap, so we shall see. So yeah, see you next Tuesday, unless I somehow get my act in gear and manage to finish one of the 4 scripts I'm actually working on at this point. But have no fear, scripts are being worked on. And in case anyone is wondering, the post I put up, the video, I want to say this now. I probably should have said this at the beginning where people are still paying attention. But I am not leaving YouTube. For some reason, people think that I'm making content exclusively for Patreon. No, because I still need to put it on YouTube anyway, so why the hell would I not just give it to YouTube people? So I'm still on YouTube. There is no locked off content. There is no paywall content. That's not what I'm offering. Okay? I just wanted to put that out there. It's all good. Everything is the same as it was before. Just this way, I can have a little bit more security and a little bit more motivation to get things done. That's all it was. Because YouTube is crap when it comes to motivation. Patreon gives me the motivation. So hopefully, because Patreon is actually picking up now, which I continue to thank everyone, the motivation is coming back. Honestly, I can feel it. It's getting there. So things are happening. Do not worry. Things are getting there. So yes. So yeah. That's it. See you next Tuesday. Good night. Goodbye. And thank you for watching. Bye-bye.